Hi, LiYana Silver here for another tip for feeling better. This is a tip based on the idea and the understanding that if we want to feel better, we have to get better at feelings. So this is feel better tip number 3, staying grounded in a storm of feelings. So I like to differentiate or say that any feeling has 2 components, sensation and story. And so this is about how to work with the sensation component of any given feeling. And the sensation is what you actually feel in your body, excuse me, like hot, cold, tingly, expansive, contractive, shaky, numb. Those are going to be the sensations of any feeling. Later, we'll get into the story, what the message of that feeling is trying to tell you. So I want to go through 3 different ways of working with feelings from a sensation level. And I call them the cow medicine, buffalo medicine, and horse medicine. And I'll share cow medicine with you today. So in a storm, there's wind and rain. A herd of cows will behave one way, a herd of buffalo will behave another way, and a herd of horses or a group of horses will behave a different way. And taking our cues from them, we can learn how to work with a storm of feeling. So the way that, so let's say there's a storm of wind and rain. And the behavior of cows, of a cow or a group of cows, is to seek shelter. And so if they go natural inclination to go maybe stand under a tree to get less wet, to get less impacted by the storm. And just so we know, buffalo are totally different. Buffalo actually, instead of seeking shelter, they run toward the storm. They actually notice the direction the storm is moving and run toward it. So they literally get wetter and they get more impacted by the storm, but they're running in the same direction as the storm. And so it passes quicker. It's more intense, but it passes quicker. So later, different video, I'll share how to do buffalo medicine. And then horses are really lovely. They, rather than seeking shelter from a storm, they form shelter for the storm for each other. And so that one I'll share in another video as well. Cow medicine is this. So perfectly reasonable when a storm of feeling comes up in your body, to want to dissipate it, the equivalent of taking shelter under a tree, like a cow would do. And the analogy that I like to use is imagining that your spine is like a grounding rod or a lightning rod. So you have this middle channel of your body, almost like a metal rod. And the function of a grounding rod or lightning rod, same thing, is to attract electrical energy from a storm and attract it with the metal rod, and then run it down the rod and into the ground. That's why it's called a grounding rod. And it runs the electrical energy into the ground, and the ground dissipates it, and nothing catches fire. So the idea, cow medicine, is to imagine when you're in a storm of sensation and feeling, that you imagine it attracting to the grounding rod of your spine and then moving it down your spine through your feet into the ground. So you're dissipating the sensations in your body and your experience, and just creating more clarity, more regulation in your body, so that you have some words to respond or can think of what your next step is. That's some cow medicine for you. I'll see you in a different video for buffalo medicine and horse medicine, so that we can get better at feeling.